Some people are interested in why I became involved with politics. Growing up, I really wasn't interested in politics. I didn't watch the news hardly at all. But my grandfather, who I used to deliver the newspaper with on some Sunday mornings, he faithfully watched the news every morning and every night and read the paper like clockwork between 4 and 5 every morning with his cup of coffee. In 2010, I remember coming home one day from work and my sister was watching an interview with Louis Farrakhan, who is considered a controversial figure. He was doing an interview on the Kathy Hughes show, which was on VH1 at the time. And I was gravitated to the things that he was saying about the government and about the different manipulation of the media and the way things were being portrayed to us in the media, but we weren't being given the full truth. So I started following him and I started listening to a lot of his messages. And I remember around that time, there was a leader in Libya named Muammar Gaddafi, who the West was putting out in this light that he was a dictator, he was a madman, he was killing his own people. It was time for him to be out of rule. Kind of similar to how they treated Donald Trump. And I watched this man that they called a dictator and said that he was killing his own people ride through his country during this time with his head out of a sunroof, something that a U.S. president could never do. He rode through his country with his head out of a sunroof, and there were many citizens running up to the car, giving him the fist pump. And this was at the time when he was under attack by the West. And so he must have rode around for probably 10, 15 minutes until he got to his destination. And when he got to his destination, it was a sea of people there. Like, it was so many people, they looked like ants. Meanwhile, on our news, I was seeing different men running around in all black with machine guns that we were told was the opposition to his regime. But I didn't see not one glimpse of this sea of people that was in support of this man. That's when I knew that the media was a tool that was used to manipulate and deceive the masses. And when I saw the way they done Trump, who was a public figure for many, many years prior to becoming a political figure, that's when I said, okay, it's an agenda. The media has an agenda. If you can put someone in a positive light for so many years, but then when they become involved in politics and it threatens your system, all of a sudden they're a dictator. They're an authoritarian, kind of similar to what they said about a lot of leaders in the Middle East and Africa. And so that's when I knew that, it's important to do research. It's important to get information outside of the mainstream, because if it wasn't for social media, it's a lot of things that we would be naive to, which we were for many, many years. But now people are waking up. Trump 2024. Let's go.